Charlie, I think you're jumping ahead a little bit. I am nervous for this one because I originally read the comics in 2019, I believe. I think that's what my Goodreads says. And yeah, I really loved it. It was such a heartwarming, like, wholesome feeling story, even though they dealt with a lot of kind of dark topics that I don't want to mention right now because I don't know if it's going to be spoiler or not. But even though they dealt with a few dark topics, it still felt like such a wholesome and warm comic. And I'm scared because Netflix does have a tendency of taking like childhood favorites of mine and making them unnecessarily dark. And I'm just wondering if that wholesomeness and lightheartedness that the books carried is going to be translated into the show. So I'm going to keep my expectations low, or at least I'm going to try to, in order to give the show a fair chance. But from what I've heard, there's been good feedback. So I guess without further ado, let's get into today's video.
And I told you you were wrong, and then I look for parts of you in every person that I meet because my brain is dissipated and you're where it used to be.
That is well cast. He looks so similar to the illustration.
You're with me.
I like the nod to the classic comic panels. I like how there's immediately that contrast between, oh, this is how he's actually feeling versus this is what his message says.
Sure you'll get along swimmingly, or you can just sit in silence for the rest of the year. It really doesn't affect me in any way whatsoever.
Thank you for that monologue. I like the illustrations. Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, I saw these illustrations. This is making me happy.
Did you have a good Christmas? Yeah. Yeah, it was alright. You?
I'm stressing because, like, I can't remember most of the book. I just remember having a very good impression of it afterwards. But I do remember who he ends up with, so there's not much hope for this guy. Okay?
See you later, yeah. Still don't tell anyone about this. Alright.
Yeah, I know that. I don't like that feeling. Like, you barely spoke, barely cared about how his Christmas had been, and then you leave off with that line. Not a great impression. No offense, but if you want to keep it secret, why go to a club room that has a half glass door? Yay! I love nice people. Sorry. But just like, this is how I make friends, is if someone is nice enough to look past my awkwardness of not being able to start a conversation and talk to me first.
Are you literally doing your homework or walking to your lessons? I might be. That's very chaotic. That makes me sound way cooler than I actually am. Then I won't learn. But if you're stuck, I can just let me just get off. How dare you? Better? Hey, what? Just hi. Why are you talking to me? I don't even know who.
Well, excuse me, like, isn't that a bit suspicious as well? Like, obviously we know the backstory, but you kind of draw more attention by being an idiot and being rude than you would if you're just like, hi, and then just walk past, which also wouldn't really be acceptable, but it's better than whatever that was.
I bought Elle's drink again. Didn't you do that yesterday as well?
Yes, Isaac, yes I did.
And on Monday. Elle was not here.
Muscle.
I've been here a week. I know. There used to be 4 of us and now there's only 3. Like,
4 is a group. 3 is just a trio.
Just a trio. Like, there's anything wrong with being just a trio. But I get it.
Isn't that Nick Nelson? The one that looks like a golden retriever?
He doesn't look like a golden retriever. Okay, he does.
I can't believe that next door.
Shame. Poor Nick.
Charlie, you don't have a tissue, do you? My head just exploded.
Are you telling me all they talk about is Nick being a chaotic mess?
He's gonna be blue forever. It looks like I'm wearing blue gloves. You can make it the new school fashion. I'll pretend it's a tattoo.
Yeah, no, I'm sure people will believe that.
Careful. Oh, why? Why? Look at them. Look at us. We are a group, no, a trio of borderline outcasts. He is you're exactly like the guys who bullied you last year.
Nick, he's different. He's nice.
It's so bad because, like, you want to have faith in people, but it's also so hard not to become cynical about those kinds of things.
He's a whole different person when he's with his bro-dude friends.
I think he might actually not be, but not enough context yet. I like that he's still including her. Love the hair. Shouldn't you be saying who it is? That might be even more scandalous, because clearly you guys are gossiping. Shame. Fair. Again, with the contrast between what's actually happening and what they're telling. Damn.
Well?
Yeah.
But it's lunch break. Aren't they allowed on their phones even during lunch break? That's insane. This is putting me off so much because it's starting to feel like he's just using Charlie. I don't feel like they're on the same page about how they feel about each other.
You know, I'm sorry about ignoring you yesterday.
You seem so detached from it. Sorry, I just...
It's quite a while since you've hidden.
Oh wow, that looks so cool.
I'm not hiding. I don't think he even thinks we're boyfriends anyway. He ignores me sometimes.
High school's so complicated, oh my goodness.
Maybe you should talk to him then. What do you want me to say? Break up with him?
Don't know.
Do you want to break up with him?
I like that there's actually a teacher here that Charlie feels comfortable confiding in, because I feel like high school shows often have a tendency to kind of villainize the teachers a little bit. Okay, but just choose a good moment to talk to him, not in front of people. Did he know? I don't think he knew. I'm sorry for focusing in so much on the text. I don't know why my brain is fixated on that right now. But it's interesting how he like clicked the last text that he typed out as if he was like doing it before he could talk himself out of it almost. What? But I'm not sure, I can't remember from the novel whether he's already been like outed or if people just, I don't know, assume he's gay because of stereotypes or something. So if he isn't out yet, then I can understand the other guy, Ben, assuming that that would be something he's worried about. Even though I think the concern is still more with himself than with Charlie.
Break up with my boyfriend.
Was he a knob?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well done then.
I really like her.
someone I can have a laugh with. And he's nice and kind and likes being with me.
That's like a very reasonable set of standards. I forgot he's really athletic. Are you impressed? You seem impressed.
I wanted to tell you that I'm gay too. And I'm in love with you.
Charlie, I think you're jumping ahead a little bit.
Do you want to go out with me? I want to be with you forever. Do you want to join the rugby team? What? We have enough players for the team really fast, so I thought you might be interested. I don't really know how to play.
Yeah, I have to say I'm quite surprised. I didn't think this is where that was going.
We're just a school team, yeah. Not that serious. So you're saying I am small?
Yeah, it can kind of be inferred from that.
Wait, no. I don't just fall for any guy who's nice to me.
And you're sure you want to spend the whole hour?
I mean, I can understand their fear because from what we as the audience have seen, and probably also from what they as his friends have seen, it's not even like Ben was particularly nice to him, and yet still they ended up going out. It's his choice, but I can understand them just being protective.
Oh, with giant moronic rugby lads.
Yes.
It's your funeral.
Because you even like sport. Everyone knows you're gay.
Well done to Charlie for deciding to still go inside after hearing that.
I know I was joking about being weak, but I'm definitely too weak for this. Where is your can-do attitude? Oh, she left. Just try, tackle me. I won't dodge.
Oh,
That was perfect. Yeah.
it was pretty impressive. I am glad. I've never felt the need to play rugby.
Come on. I'm going to die.
Charlie is just like the most relatable character, isn't he? Yay! And the fact that they're actually like starting to include him, it seems.
Come on, mate. You've got practice. Don't die.
Don't die. Is there a reason why they aren't approaching each other? Muscle, why does it look like he's starting to get jealous? And it's been a few weeks at this point, hasn't it? At the very least. I love the art. It's so nice that they mixed that in. It's kind of like a Western version of the like emotion bubbles from Sasaki and Miyano.
Well done.
And also the fact that like, I'm sorry, but the fact that some of the little leaves look like hearts. I wonder what he's thinking.
Lane. What do you want then? Don't touch me. God, what's your problem? I'm trying to be nice. I said it.
Are you viewing him as a charity case? What the hell?
Don't want to meet up with you anymore. Yeah, I don't believe you. What? You're clearly just scared of getting caught.
No, that's you.
Getting caught? You're the one who's scared of getting caught. You can't even look at me when other people are around. Not to mention the fact that you have a girlfriend.
He always looks like he wants to hit him. I really hope that's not where this is escalating to. I feel like I've seen this actor somewhere before and I can't think where.
Don't be angry at me for not wanting to come out yet. I'm not angry about that.
Yeah, it's the way you handle it.
Take your time. We'll never meet up when you want to, where you want to, when you feel like kissing a boy. You don't care about me at all.
I appreciate the fact that he's voicing it and that he's able to voice it, because he seems like he struggles to let people know about his feelings generally.
Anyone else is going to want to go out with you, is it?
crossed the line? Seriously?
I like you, I'm figuring stuff out. Literally,
Yeah, but that does not excuse what you just did.
what more do you want from me?
For you to let go. Ugh. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much, because that was disgusting.
I told you to stop.
Thank you.
You okay? Did you hear all of that? Most of it. You seemed kind of like something was up while we were getting changed, so I wanted
Was
to check
worried.
it was okay. You have nothing to be sorry about. Sorry. You say sorry a lot. Don't say it.
Is the situation starting to hit him?
Good practice, Nikki.
Sorry, he's in another world right now.
Nick?
Own world.
Normal.
The fact that they zoomed in on that X and he looks happy about it. What? I knew these were short, but I wasn't expecting it to be over yet. There's like 4 minutes of end credits, it seems, or something. I don't want to check because I'm scared there's going to be like next time on footage. But that was great. That was not disappointing at all. That lived up to expectations. It's just as nice as it was in the novel to read it. I mean, comic book, but still. Like, that was really sweet, and I feel like they did quite a lot in this first episode to build out the characters. I'm looking forward to seeing how things progress from there on. I forgot how many, like, bad things happened in the first chapter, shall we say? Like the fact that Ben assaulted Charlie. Blanked that from my mind. But yeah, the setup is great. I appreciate the fact that we've met almost all the characters that are present in the comic books, as far as I can remember. I'm really a bit confused about Al and... I don't know what the guy's name is, I forgot. But, so the girl who's in the girls' school and the guy with the beanie. A bit confused about their relationship because they kind of seem like they weren't allowed to talk to each other outside school, or maybe they had a fight that wasn't shown to us. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm assuming we're gonna learn that in the next few episodes. And I appreciate the fact that we just have like 2 really nice characters. I worry that Charlie is gonna fall a bit too fast, but at the same time, at least it seems like Nick is on his way to being on the same page as Charlie, even if he's not 100% aware of it yet. I can't remember, so this is all just based off of what I saw in this episode. But yeah, this was beautifully shot. I really, again, appreciate the like small bits of animation that they bring into it. And I think they did a good job with the casting. I'm surprised because I was a bit unsure looking at the guy who plays Nick, but I feel like now that I've watched the first episode, he works. I think they did a good job of casting him as Nick. So yeah, even the little blip that I was worried about ended up working out. I am so keen to watch the next episode. Anyway, I hope you guys still enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you want to discuss anything spoiler related, then just remember to tag it. But yeah, otherwise, I'll see you guys again next time.
So many triggers, it's like, What did he expect?
Oh, damn.
Charlie, he's looking at us. Oh, what a weirdo. He's such a loser.
I really enjoy the visuals there. That was interesting. I really like the way they make it. Also, the soundtrack. It's really good.
From the street, I see your window, and I look up in.
This room looks so cool.
Your house is that Sappho you're reading.
Yeah, he's like, how? Come on. Tell the truth. Sorry. Why am I relating so much to this? Impossible. Oh, that's like, from an outsider's perspective, that seems like the best approach. That seems like something I would say as well. I don't know if it always is the best approach, but it is kind of what I would gravitate towards. I'm feeling very connected to Nick right now.
So I heard about you coming out last time. That's really brave.
Oh, you know, like, I don't want to invalidate his Ben's experience. Like, you know, to each their own in terms of the amount of time that they need to take with something like this, but everything else that he did, the thing that they're like skirting around right now, just makes me not like him at all. Like, I'm struggling to feel sympathy for everything else because of what he did.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, shame for Nick having to try and score that between the friend that he knows and the clear problem that he saw go down. But also, I like the way that they used him explaining it in a text to transition into a flashback. That was really nicely done. Okay. An interesting way of fishing for information. Poor Charlie. I feel so bad for him. Maybe we'll get an actual follow-up on how it's going with her.
How about you promise me you'll try to make at least one new friend before then? Okay, maybe.
Yeah, it's so sad because, like, obviously the teacher is well-intentioned, but it doesn't make it any less awkward. I relate so much. I cannot make friends. If someone doesn't approach me first, it's basically never gonna happen.
He's straight, Charlie. Like, you only need to glance him to see that he's a massive heterosexual. Isaac, back me up on this. Masculine guys can be gay. And no offense, but you're not accepting the authority and working out who is and isn't gay.
Why?
Bisexual people exist.
That is true. And even more.
No, he's straight, he told me. How do I stop liking someone? Specifically a straight guy. I thought you had a boyfriend. No, he was horrible. This is someone else.
Move past him. No.
You know, when I was a teenager and had a crush on a straight boy, I just repressed it and suffered.
That doesn't sound very healthy.
No, but I mean, at the same time, it's not unusual. Like, obviously, I can't speak in terms of a gay person liking someone who's straight, but I've had a fair few crushes on some of my guy friends when I was younger, and you do have to kind of suppress that when you realize that they're definitely not interested in you, and just carry on like normal.
I needed realistic solutions. He's a really good friend.
I'm afraid you're just gonna have to suffer then.
That is unfortunately the way it works. I really hope this goes well. Like, just looking at all these people is making me anxious.
Quite stressful, apart from the whole having no friends issue. Don't worry. Most people here are nice, just don't do anything Darcy says. So I'm taking part in a
This is Nelly. Oh my god, she's so cute.
Cheers!
I wish I had a dog. My parents don't like animals. You should come round my house and meet her. Are you free on Saturday?
Calm down. Composure. Deep breaths, Charlie. I can see your excitement.
His name's Nick. Is my hair too short?
It looks the same.
Great. Thanks.
Have fun at Nick's.
The way she says that, she knows. They really did such a good job with casting in this. Come on. You don't want to be caught, like, struggling to ring the doorbell.
Got a haircut? Is it? Is it bad? No, you look...
The fact that he noticed, that means he pays a lot of attention to Charlie. I've literally got my hair cut from about this length to this length, and some of my friends didn't notice. So...
It looks great. Okay, you better come in. Or Nelly will think we're going for a walk.
Oh.
Befriending dogs. And you are good at sports. Like, you run so fast. Shut up! You know it's true. Get off me! Get off! It's snowing.
If you wanna dance,
This is so wholesome.
dance with
Yeah, I just finished Sasa, like, recording for Sasa Kenmino, so I'm glad there's another wholesome show that I have lined up right here. Cinematography for this is also just like really beautiful. Everything is so bright, even when it's like darker lit areas. I've never had a snowball fight. Like, snow is just not a thing in South Africa. Like, does this not just look so Pinteresty? Like, it just looks aesthetically pleasing. What the hell? Aww. Oh, I'm just getting cold looking at it.
He's in my form.
He's very different to other friends, isn't he? You seem much more yourself around him.
Interesting that the mother noticed. Like, I always think that, you know, you've met the right person when you're most yourself around them. I'm not liking this music.
Who are you texting?
Your mum?
Yeah, he kind of needs to work on that before I think he and Charlie can really progress. I don't know, your friends are supposed to be the people that you're most comfortable around, and if they're making you feel ashamed of hanging out with someone else, then you need to evaluate whether they're the problem or the other person is the problem, because somewhere something's not adding up.
Which end are we supposed to be getting the ball to?
Here's me.
Nick scored most of points. How? You know how I thought you were straight?
Yes.
I've kind of been feeling like maybe he isn't. Like he might let me back.
Ooh.
Just in all these little moments of the past couple
Like,
of weeks.
it happens to be true in this case, but I just feel bad for him because unfortunately that's not always the case, and I can understand his friends being worried and protective of him.
I'm not getting my hopes up, but I just think maybe there's a chance. What?
He has a girlfriend?
Nick likes a girl.
Oh. Okay,
Like, he's in love with a girl.
yeah, we got that.
And he said that Nick's single, but he's super interested in this girl from the girls' school. Her name's Tara Jones.
Tara Jones. Oh, that's frick, I'm still learning all the names or re-remembering all the names. Tara Jones is the one that's offered to be friends with Al, right? He's gonna notice that something's up.
As your token straight friend, it's my duty to remind you that sometimes people are straight. It's an unfortunate fact of life.
I don't know if she actually likes Nick back.
Do you know a girl called Tara Jones?
Yes.
Can you ask her if she likes Nick Nelson?
Where she's like, tell me more.
Nick Nelson. I'm too busy being the cool, mysterious new girl who everyone wants to hang out with.
I'm fine. It's honestly
Good
fine.
for you. I mean, we know it's kind of not true, but you're getting there.
I'm fine. It's honestly fine. I'm just being an idiot.
It's not honestly fine, we
Okay,
know that.
Look, if and only if I get the chance, I'll ask her.
Ah, group hug. Come on.
Come on.
There we go. No.
Ladies, come on. I think saying un makes it feminine, so you'd be saying you have a girlfriend.
What?
Oh, your turn. Okay. Tara, vous avez
Convenient.
non, je n'ai pas envie d'amour. Oh, it's true. I know. Alright, let's move away from the boyfriend questions. Elle, vous avez des frères?
I'm definitely straight. Like, I only like girls. You should probably stop being friends if you feel like that. Tell me.
Again with the visuals though, the visuals are so good.
What's up?
Aw, no, sorry, I'm just... He's so in tune with Charlie. It's like... It's a sign of a really good friend, in my opinion. Obviously, we want him to like Charlie back, but just... the amount of friendship that they have managed to build up in 2 episodes is impressive.
I did first, but you didn't say it. Hi.
Okay.
Just admiring Tara's hands.
Sure. The fact that you felt the need to point that out is questionable, but sure.
Only a few of our friends know, but I think you're officially part of the inner circle.
I kind of got that vibe originally, and then I was like, I don't know, I can't remember. So, okay.
Hey. Hey. You're terrible. I'm trying.
Hey, give him a chance.
They're pro now.
You seemed a little bit distracted there, Nick.
Well, that's probably cheating though.
Just a little bit. Nick, what are you thinking? Yeah, it's a bit much, a bit soon. This is doing a really good job though. I love the illustrations, I'm sorry.
I wish you didn't have to go. I wish I wouldn't.
You look so cuddly like that.
Do I?
Yeah, you do kind of like...
Yeah.
We're gonna get a hug. Yes.
Okay, see you Monday.
I don't think he's straight.
Oh, Marcel. Tori, I think it's Tori. She's the best. I think she is the MVP of the entire series. And that's saying a lot because I love all the characters so much. She's literally just the audience. Oh goodness. I wonder if he's feeling a bit conflicted. Because it kind of does seem like it.
Last night I smoked a cigarette.
I was about to ask, is he really asking that question? But yeah, apparently he is. Oh, that's a beautiful photo.
Why am I like this? I saw a girl.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Fair enough, and we know that Nick is starting to like Charlie, but devil's advocate here, just because Tara's not gonna like him back doesn't mean that he doesn't like her, theoretically speaking. Is he gonna do what I think he's gonna do? Wow, okay. What a way to end it, and what a wonderful episode just in general. I'm not surprised, like Nick clearly is a very like straight-laced is not the right word, but he seems quite no nonsense in the way that he deals with things in his life. Like, oh, okay, this is an obstacle, this is a problem, here's the solution, we do the solution, you know. So I think he is the kind of person who is confrontational when dealing with his own issues, and it seems like, so it makes sense to me that now that he's become aware of possible feelings that he has for Charlie, he's immediately like trying to be sure about it, not avoiding it, that kind of thing. So I think it's probably gonna take at least one more episode before they get together, if not more. But right now it seems like the first season is gonna not only deal with them getting together, but what happens after they've gotten together. So that being said, I think maybe like the halfway mark is where they'll get together. I do think that Nick will have to deal with some things before they get together, like his friends, and a lot of uncertainty around that. So yeah, I don't know, I really enjoyed this. Like, I'm immediately gonna watch the next episode because I can't wait. But yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it, and otherwise I'll see you guys in the next one. 再见。